Daphne. This is my brother, Niles.
You're Daphne?
Why, yes, I am.
Well, when Frasier told me he'd hired an English woman, I pictured someone a little more, not quite so. You're Daphne?
It's nice to meet you.
What a lovely accent. Is that Manchester?
Yes, how'd you know?
Oh, I'm quite the Anglophile. I'm sure Frasier and Dad have already told you.
No, they didn't mention it.
Oh, well, you undoubtedly guessed as much when they said I spent a year studying at Cambridge.
No, they didn't mention that either.
I guess my father and brother don't spend a lot of time talking about me when I'm not around.
I wouldn't say that.
Niles, here's your picture. Do you mind?
I suppose I just fall in love too fast. The minute I feel that spark, I just give my heart away.
Daphne, you must stop being so hard on yourself. What you see as a fault is also your greatest gift. To be so open and warm and loving.
You're so kind, Dr. Crane. I'm glad we ended up like this tonight.
So am I.
It's just so nice to be with a man you feel so comfortable with. I feel very close to you.
I feel very close to you too, Daphne. You know, it's easy being someone you feel close to when you feel close to someone who's so close.
Dr. Crane, your glockenspiel has sprung to life.
Oh, the clock!
A tango.
Oh, you never taught me a tango.
Oh, you'll love it. It's perfect for you. This is a passionate, full-blooded dance that rose up from the slums of Buenos Aires.
Well, the parallels between me and an unemployed gaucho aside, I think we probably should just sit this one out.
Oh, nonsense. There's only one rule in the tango.
What?
Our bodies must be in continuous contact, with not a sliver of daylight between us.
I can do that.
Stop! Don't be afraid. Daphne won't let anything happen to you.
I don't think that...
Don't think. Just feel. You're an Argentine slum dweller. You have no house, no car. You don't know where your next meal is coming from. But none of that matters. Because tonight, we have the tango.
Oh, Mama, I've got it all.
That's it. You're dazzling. You're brilliant. But I feel you're holding back.
I am.
Oh, this is no time for inhibitions.
I know.
Oh, let it out, Niles. Let everything out.
Oh, Daphne, I adore you.
I adore you too.
What?
I adore you too.
Oh, I've longed to hear those words.
Oh, how I've longed to say them.
You're beautiful. You're a goddess.
Oh, I don't ever want this moment to end.
Then let's not let it.
Oh, I was just thinking, if it had been a different time in both our lives, we might actually have met. How do you suppose that would have gone?
What, our conversation?
Yes, go on, just for fun. We could both use a smile.
Well, I would have said, is this seat taken? And you would have said no. And you would have said, my name is Daphne. And I would have said, my name is Niles. And then I would have said, what are you doing for the rest of your life?
You always know just the right thing to say. Oh, I love you, Dr. Crane.
I love you too, Daphne.
You know, if you keep treating me like this, I'll never want to leave.
Oh. Champagne?
You shouldn't have.
I love champagne, but it's a drink for two, and I never have anyone to share it with.
Yes. There are things you miss when you're on your own. Champagne, another person's touch, even if it's just holding hands.
I guess you've been missing that sort of thing too since you and Mrs. Crane split up.
Well, actually, Maris never held hands. She had a slight webbing that made her self-conscious.
Well, I'm sure there are other intimacies you miss.
Well, naturally, I still have a longing for... That is, I have a desire to have
Sex?
fruit.
Pardon?
I mean, yes, sex.
I'd love some. I mean fruit. Although sex is good too.
Oh, well. Listen, Daphne, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Something I wanted to ask you. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's just,
Yes.
What's that perfume you're wearing?
Leave it to you to notice. It's obsession.
No, it isn't. I was just curious.
No, I'm quite sure it's Calvin Klein's obsession.
Oh, yes, it's very pleasing.
I even spray a bit on my brush and comb it through my hair. Silly, really. As if anyone's going to smell my hair.
Well, what did she say?
I couldn't do it. I was about to ask the question, then suddenly all I could think of was, what if she said no?
Oh, Niles. It's no surprise. After all you've been through with Maris, you were just scared of another rejection.
I was more than scared. I was terrified. I can't go on like this. Worshipping Daphne from afar. You know how frustrating it is to be completely in love with someone, not be able to tell her how you feel?
Sorry, I just came back for the fabric softener. I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Frasier, how long was she standing there?
I don't know. If I'd known Daphne was standing there, I would have said, shut up, Daphne's standing there.
You saw how she ran out of here. She heard everything.
Niles. Listen, just calm down. Listen, this may even be for the best. You said you wanted to take the next step.
The next step, I was just hurled down the entire flight of stairs. I can't believe this is actually happening. Did Daphne really hear me say that I'm completely in love with... Ah!
I'm sorry. I really do need that fabric softener.
Niles, you've got to talk to her. Now, I can't. If you wait, it'll only become incredibly awkward. You can't leave things like this, Niles. Come on. You've got to resolve it now. Let's go.
Daphne!
Oh, Dr. Crane,
Here's the
I
thing.
didn't... I hope you don't think I...
Go ahead.
I'm terribly sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to hear that.
No, I'm glad you heard. It's something I've been wanting to tell you for the longest time.
What took you so long? I think it's wonderful.
You do?
Yes, of course I do. Oh, you dear sweet man, give me a hug. So, who is she?
Who?
Well, this woman you're so in love with, who is she?
You didn't hear that part, did you?
No, so come on. What's her name? You can't back out now.
No, you're right, I can't. Okay, her name. Well, her name just happens to be... Phyllis.
Oh, I've never heard that name. Phyllis.
It's a family name. Oh. Her friends call her Phyllis. Excuse me. Get some water.
You know, Jeff, we really are going to miss you around here.
Oh, it's going to be hard for me, too. Something I haven't even wanted to think about, leaving. I know I grumble a bit, but I do love you and your father. I'll still come around, though. We'll all see each other.
You know what?
What's that, Dr. Crane?
Dad's chair.
I'm not taking it with me, if that's where you're headed.
It's so comfortable.
You took quite a few of those pills, didn't you? You know what's curious, though?
Cats?
Yes. But I'm talking about our little mix-up. When I said to your father, Dr. Crane's in love with me, he said it's been going on for 6 years now. What did he mean by that?
Oh, that. He meant Niles.
What?
Niles. He's crazy about you.
Dr. Crane?
I was just talking to Frasier about a conversation you two had.
Oh, dear.
No, don't get upset.
I specifically asked him not to say anything. What was he thinking?
No, I'm glad he told me.
Oh, yes, so we can have a big talk about it. That's what you psychiatrists always do. Drag everything out in the open so we can work through it, no matter how awkward it might be. Well, I just don't see the point.
Daphne, I'm glad he told me. Because I love you. Lovely night, isn't it? Stars are out. It's a nice breeze. Night blooming jasmine. Of course, there's the beautiful girl.
Dr. Crane, I still haven't answered your question.
Yes, I know. That's why I keep talking. In case I don't get the answer I want, I can at least make this moment last a little longer. I'm not sure if it's jasmine or orange blossoms. You know, a lot of times...
Oh, for God's sake, Dr. Crane.
I think you can call me Niles now.
No, I don't think I can. I do love you, but I can't do this.
Whoa. I know it'll be difficult, but I will get a divorce, and you can call off the wedding.
I can't. Donnie is a dear and wonderful man, and I made a promise to him. And Mel, you made more than a promise to her. We're supposed to forget that? And for what? We have no idea how we'd be together. For heaven's sakes, we've never even been on a date.
Daphne, take it from someone who knows. You don't want to spend half your life thinking about a chance you didn't take.
I'm sorry. My mind's made up. I think we should say goodnight now. Hello.
Daphne.
I was wondering if you might be free for a date.
Oh, my God, yes.
There's plenty of time for that later. Let's get this bloody boat moving.
What? You mean now?
There's about 100 people back there I'm not so keen on seeing.
Well, all right, let's go then. Fasten your seatbelt, Daphne.
Fasten yours, Niles.
Daphne, I have to ask you a question.
Hold on. You were saying?
Daphne Moon, will you and your beautiful toes and your exquisite ankles and your precious knees, elbows and arms and fingers and shoulders, will you marry me?
Oh, Niles, of course I will.